How terroir shapes flavor, Old World versus New World. Wine is more than just fermented grape juice. It's a reflection of place. The French use the word terroir to describe how soil, climate, and environment shape a wine's character. Terroir is the reason a Chardonnay from Burgundy tastes different from one grown in California, or why a Cabernet Sauvignon from Bordeaux feels distinct from a Napa Valley version. Understanding terroir and the differences between Old World and New World styles unlocks a deeper appreciation for wine. Let's begin with the concept of terroir. Terroir encompasses everything about where a grape is grown. Soil type, slope, altitude, rainfall, sunlight, and temperature all play a role. Even human traditions, like pruning, harvesting, and aging, can be considered part of terroir. The idea is that wine should express its origin, telling the story of the land in every sip. In the Old World, Europe, terroir is central to wine identity. France, Italy, Spain, and Germany emphasize regional names over grape varieties. A bottle from Chablis tells you where it's from, not just what grape it is. Regulations protect these regions, ensuring wines stay true to tradition and terroir. The philosophy is that the vineyard speaks louder than the winemaker. In the New World, places like the United States, Australia, Chile, and New Zealand, the approach is different. Here, grape variety is usually front and center. Labels highlight Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, or Sauvignon Blanc more than specific regions. Winemakers embrace technology and innovation, often shaping wines to fit a style consumers enjoy. In the New World, the winemaker's hand often speaks louder than the vineyard. Now, let's explore how terroir influences specific grapes. Take Chardonnay. In Chablis, northern Burgundy, Chardonnay is shaped by cool climate and limestone soils. The wines are crisp, mineral-driven, with flavors of lemon, green apple, and flint. Move to California's Napa Valley, with its warm sun and rich soils, and Chardonnay transforms into a full-bodied wine with ripe peach, tropical fruit, butter, and vanilla from oak. Same grape, radically different expression. Cabernet Sauvignon tells a similar story. In Bordeaux's left bank, the cooler maritime climate produces structured wines with firm tannins, medium body, and flavors of blackcurrant, cedar, and graphite. Cross the ocean to Napa Valley, and Cabernet becomes bold, ripe, and opulent, bursting with blackberry, cassis, chocolate, and plush tannins. The terroir, climate, soil, and sun reshapes the grape's character. Sauvignon Blanc also highlights terroir beautifully. In France's Loire Valley, it's lean, citrusy, and mineral, with notes of lime, chalk, and herbs. In New Zealand's Marlborough, the same grape explodes with passion fruit, gooseberry, and fresh-cut grass. The intense sunlight and cool nights amplify aromatics, creating a style that is unmistakably New World. Even Pinot Noir tells two stories. Burgundy's Pinot Noir is elegant, earthy, and subtle, with flavors of cherry, mushroom, and forest floor. Oregon Pinot shows a balance of fruit and earth, while California's coastal regions produce juicier, riper Pinots with strawberry, raspberry, and spice. Each reflects its terroir, giving drinkers endless styles to explore. So what's the main difference between Old World and New World wine? Old World wines are generally more restrained, lower in alcohol, and higher in acidity. They emphasize structure, minerality, and subtlety. The flavors are often described as earthy, savory, or mineral-driven. These wines are crafted to reflect place, sometimes requiring patience and aging before revealing their best qualities. New World wines are typically riper, fruitier, and higher in alcohol. They emphasize bold flavors, richness, and immediate appeal. The fruit is often described as juicy, jammy, or tropical. These wines are crafted to please modern palates, often ready to drink young. Neither style is better, just different. Old World wines ask you to slow down and interpret. New World wines offer generosity and approachability. Together, they showcase the grape's full potential. Food pairings often reflect these differences. Old World wines, with their acidity and restraint, pair beautifully with traditional European cuisine, simple meats, cheeses, and vegetables. Think Chianti with pasta or Chablis with oysters. New World wines, with their boldness and fruit, pair well with richer, more intense flavors. Think Napa Cabernet with barbecue or Australian Shiraz with grilled lamb. Spotting Old World versus New World in a blind tasting comes down to balance. If a wine shows earthiness, minerality, and moderate alcohol, it's likely Old World. If it bursts with ripe fruit, oak, and higher alcohol, it's likely New World. For example, a Sauvignon Blanc that tastes like lime and chalk is probably Sancerre, while one that screams passion fruit and grass is probably Marlborough. Of course, the lines are blurring. Many Old World producers now make riper, more modern wines, while some New World producers embrace restraint and elegance. Climate change also complicates the picture, warming Old World regions and pushing styles closer to New World ripeness. But the general distinctions still hold true, especially for classic examples. Why does terroir matter so much? Because it connects us to place. A glass of Burgundy carries the taste of limestone soils formed millions of years ago. A bottle of Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc captures the bright sun and cool nights of New Zealand. Terroir reminds us that wine is not just a beverage, it's geography in liquid form. For beginners, learning Old World versus New World is a useful framework. It helps explain why wines taste different, even when made from the same grape. It gives you tools to predict what you'll like. If you enjoy earthy, structured wines, you may lean Old World. If you enjoy bold, fruit-forward wines, you may lean New World. Exploring both is the best way to expand your palate. So the next time you taste a glass, ask yourself, does this wine speak softly of earth and place, or does it shout with fruit and power? Does it feel like Old World restraint or New World exuberance? The answer lies in terroir, the invisible hand that shapes every wine we drink.